How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to our opposition preview. We're here for the big one, of course, tomorrow, Emirates Stadium, afternoon, of course. Arsenal versus Manchester City, one of the biggest games of the season, of course. And we're joined by Daniel from 9320 Citizens. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming on today, man.
Yeah, I'm not bad. Concerned about the game, but I'm okay.
Yeah, nice one. But before we do start, guys, make sure you subscribe to Daniel's channel. It'll be in the title. Very easy to do. You click the blue out and it takes you right to his channel. You go over there and make sure you guys are subscribing, as always, and get your thoughts in down below about your thoughts of the game as well. But let's get into it, man. Obviously, massive game tomorrow. Let's start with obviously City this season because very surprised. I'm sure you are as a City fan as well of how it's been this season. You know, sort of looking into Manchester City. I know what happened at the start, losing out one of your, for me, one of your most important. Yeah, I think he's your important player in Rodri with that massive injury. But yeah, just very inconsistent, man. But what's your overall thoughts? Obviously, what's like gone wrong for you this season as you guys have been so inconsistent?
Well, to be honest, the season has been an absolute disaster, pretty much from start to finish so far. Rodri is a big miss. We've got issues in that central defensive midfield role. To be honest, for me, I think Kovacic is doing a decent job there. I do. I like Kovacic a lot. I think he's good going forward as well. He can get box to box, doesn't mind a challenge, can hold on to the ball. He's not Rodri. He's not Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
But Kovacic does a good job. But otherwise, the performances, it's not that much of a surprise, if I'm honest with you. We've got no legs in midfield. We can't run. We can't last 90 minutes. We've had injuries from start as well. I mean, obviously, Liverpool have had it a couple of seasons. You've had injuries as well. Tottenham will have a bit of a disaster there. And I'm not using um, injuries as an excuse, but our team is old. We've got the same team that won the treble with just a couple of refreshing, like in Savino, and now we've got Marmoush, who looks a quality player. But other than that, too old, too many injuries. It's not really a surprise. Pep's not willing to adapt. I think he's had a shocker this season. Yeah, and it's killing us. Pep's killing us with his system, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way, man. And you have tried to address things like, I mean, January window, you spent a lot of money. What's obviously your thoughts about some of the new players coming? Obviously, I know you mentioned Mamouche, who's very fantastic at Frankfurt. But what's been like, your overall thoughts on spending this money in January as well?
Yeah, January was needed. I think Pep was right. Pep said it himself the other day that we definitely need new players in, and we needed them in January. Look, what I think we won, was it 2 games in 13 at one point?
Yeah,
After we drew with you, we went downhill fast. I think we lost 6 games in a row. It was bad, and like I said, the team just couldn't run anymore. De Bruyne, Stones, they're always injured, so the players were needed. The shocking thing for me is he's not bought anyone for the middle. He's gone for
hmm
wingers. So we got Savino this season. He's bolstered that with Marmoush, who can play across the front three. He also likes to play in the middle, but he's not going to play ahead of Foden or De Bruyne there. So he's going to play on the wing mostly. He's got Doku as well, who's not been using a lot this season. So the signings have been needed, especially defensively. When you look here, we've only had a Kanji, really. Ake plays 45 minutes, then he's out. Diaz comes in for 45 minutes, then he's out. Stones can't play for more than 20 minutes, so he gets injured. We've had no Lewis. Walker can't run, so he's gone.
yeah,
Vardio can't defend, so he's playing as a left winger. So, yeah, we definitely need defensive players. And that Kuzanov who came in, he had a bad start against Chelsea. He did.
yeah.
And I sat right above him when he makes them mistakes. But he looks a decent player for me, to be honest with you. And I haven't seen the other lad, but yeah, we need defensive players. It is needed. So
You,
I'm
you
happy with the signings so far.
yeah, you've been playing. Is it Nunes at right back as well? I've been seeing.
Oh, don't even. Do you know he was at fourth with both United goals? Again, I was sat above him directly when he did both of them. In fact, the lad next to me, when he played the ball back to Ahmad before the penalty, he
Yeah,
said to me, he's like, "Who passed that ball?" I was like, "Nunes." He said, "So Nunes fouled him and passed the ball to him." I said, "Yep, he did both." And it's not changed. He was at fault, I think, in the Champions League. But yeah, Nunes at right back, so we've got issues. We've got issues. And that's because Pep's trying to squeeze technical players into roles they're not used to, and they can't do it, unfortunately.
mhm. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, we're used to. I mean, talk about that right back situation. Our manager does it with Thomas Partey, playing him at right back at times as well. Yeah, but he's always inverting into the the midfield. I don't know if is that because Nunes is obviously midfielder by is that what Pep's trying to do with him? Is just invert him all the time?
Yeah, well, if you remember a couple of seasons ago, you might not, but he tried to play Bernardo at left back. Now
Oh yeah,
Bernardo can play anywhere on the pitch. He can. Bernardo can play anywhere on the pitch. I'd put him in goal. Why not? But trying to fit these midfielders, these wide players, into fullback positions just because he doesn't want to change his system, to me, is suicide football. And because he plays on the halfway line, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, it causes so many problems. We've got no pace. Nunes doesn't have pace. None of our defense have pace. So playing players like that who can't tackle already, who can't get back in time because they push so far up the pitch, it's just causing us problems. So yeah, it's the right back position, left back position, and it always makes me laugh when I hear rival fans going about we've got 5 right backs. We do not. We don't have any right backs. They're gone. So yeah, we've got issues. Again, I keep saying issues, but that's all it is issues.
Yeah, I mean, looking into this game, obviously, I think we sit 6 points above you right now. A win will take you only 3 behind us. So obviously, you guys currently sit outside the top 4. We know the decline's been unbelievable this season with you guys. You got Liverpool. The one season that and this is what Arsenal fans tend to say, yeah. Oh, when City drop off, we can. This will be our season. But that's one season you drop off, you got a team like Liverpool, top of the league, flying right now. I think as we speak, that they're playing and they're winning right now against Bournemouth. So, for you as a City fan, right, when you look into this Premier League season as a whole, if you win tomorrow, you go 3 points behind us, right? Again, there's still going to be a gap between you and Liverpool, right? And then you look at the Champions League. You guys got that massive game on against Real Madrid, and that's just the playoffs as well coming up. Already out of the League Cup, right? What is it like? You're really looking this season like in terms of like prioritizing. Is it the Premier League now, or is it like you're more focused going to be on that massive game against Real Madrid in Champions League?
I'd say our focus right now, to be honest with you, is just survival. I can't see us making top 4. We're just so inconsistent. I know we've got some results recently, but you look at the Club Brugge game in the Champions League, that was poor.
Yeah.
We scraped through. You look at the Chelsea game last weekend, we're hanging on. And games like the Chelsea one and Leicester even a few weeks back. And again, I go back to what I said earlier. We've got no legs. We can't last 90 minutes. So when the game hits 60 minutes, we stop running. So if we don't get if they score a goal, we collapse, and we've done it so many times. We did it against Feyenoord, we did it. Arsenal were going to batter us anyway, I think, until we got a late goal. We did it against United last minute. We collapsed against them, and it would have been another collapse against Chelsea if they went and got a second goal before we got a third, because we can't run. So for us, I think the focus, Champions League, we're not going through past Real Madrid. I know Real Madrid haven't been the best this season, but it's no chance. We're not going to win the league, obviously. I think Liverpool have probably got that one sewn up already. FA Cup, anything can happen in a cup competition, of course, knockout stages, and it depends who we get fit for then. But for me, I think our focus is probably just top 4. To be honest, we're in a season of transition. We're going to see more players leave at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But at the moment, Nottingham Forest look good for that too. So, yeah. We've got an uphill battle. We do.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, looking into this game, coming to the Emirates, I think, obviously last season, that game was not a great one. I'm talking about the one we beat you 1-0, obviously. Not a great one.
Was that when it came off Ake's face?
Yeah, Gabriel Martinelli had the shot in the last minute, yeah. But it wasn't really, the prettiest game to watch. But obviously, that was the first time we beat at the Emirates since 2016 in Premier League, of course. So you had a very good record against us. And then obviously, we got to the game at the Etihad. For that first 20 minutes against us, you dominated us. Obviously, you got the first goal from Haaland, and then I was sitting there thinking this could be a long day. But then the goal woke us up a little bit, and then we ended up turning the corner. We saw Calaflori score that banner. Then we got the second goal, and then it took the red card, completely changed the momentum. And then obviously John Stones 90th minute, literally last header, gets you the point there. But looking into this game, coming back to the Emirates, obviously we've been hit and miss this season. We've been dropping quite a few points here and there as well. But what's obviously your confidence levels coming to this game, coming to the Emirates, and how do you see the game going, man?
My confidence is 0, to be honest with you. I think I said in my own match preview that I'm confidently, well, not confidently, but hesitantly, I went for 2-2 because it's just one of those games. It's kind of chaotic whenever we play. I
Yeah.
think over the last couple of seasons, Arsenal have been, like I said, because you've been going for the title same time as us and you're trying to get there for the first time in a while and the players are not used to it. I think nerves have come in a couple of times when you played us. And I think you've let us off the hook in some games, to be honest with you. Like that one when Roger got the late goal at the Emirates a couple of seasons back. I think we got let off massively in that game. And I think what Arteta's basically done at Arsenal, I've been laughing at Arteta. I'm going to be honest. Been laughing at him for a couple of seasons because he's copied Pep pretty much system for system, players for players. When he signed Jesus, when he signed Zinchenko, he's trying to force a like Pep mentality onto Arsenal. But what Arteta's done this season compared to us is that he's adapted. So he's bolstered defense. He's gone, he's pretty much gone all out there and build from the back going forward. That's why you've not got a striker, I suppose. And Pep hasn't done that. So going into this one, you're looking at an old Pep system in Pep and a slightly adapted version in Arteta. And I think Arteta's going to win it. I think he's got youth on his side as well. He's got a better defense. We're away from home. We've been a disaster at home and away. Yeah, so confidence is pretty much zero for me. I think Arsenal should win this one. And if anyone to tell me that Arsenal weren't favourites, I'd have to call them a liar because how can it be anything but Arsenal favourites? And if we get a point out of it again, I think you've let us off the hook because we're in a poor place, and not getting 3 points against us is poor.
But it's on the flip side, if you were to come to the Emirates and beat Arsenal, do you think that would like boost you momentumly as well?
No, honestly, I really don't. If you look at us, we've been so hit and miss. Yeah, we picked up some decent results lately. But look at a collapse just a couple of weeks ago against Brentford again. 2-0 up going into the last minute, finishes 2-0. They would have won 3-2, another 2-3 minutes. So I don't think any win we get, even though we beat Bruges and Chelsea, I don't think we've got any momentum, and I don't think we're gaining any traction. We keep winning games. You think we've set a foundation to go forward, but we don't. We just do it again next time. We just collapse again in the 60-plus minute because we've got no legs and we can't run. So for me, a result here, draw or win, means nothing. I mean, if you look at our month, we've got Tottenham, we've got Liverpool, we've got Nottingham Forest, we've got Real Madrid twice this month. That's horrible. This is a horrible month. And then we've got United straight out of it. So I don't see where we win again, to be honest. I don't see where we win. We got Newcastle this month as well. There you go. That's our entire month.
Wow.
Real Madrid twice, Newcastle, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Real Madrid. Yeah. Our fixtures this month is disgusting. So, yeah, good luck us. But this doesn't mean anything for us. A win here, draw. It means good points. It means a chance for top 4. I think you would have blown it. But as foundation and going forward, I don't think we can rest on anything because we've got a long way to go. We're not the team of old. We're a new one.
Yeah.
A bad one.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, looking into the sort of team-wise, what would you like to see Pep go with against Arsenal?
In my match preview, I said it'd have to be the same team played against Chelsea, pretty much.
Okay.
Mamouche has got to be in there. I'd like to see Savinho back in as well on the left, Mamouche on the right. Foden has to play in the middle. For me, De Bruyne, Gundogan, I love him. He was our treble-winning captain, but he's a bench player now. Kovacic in there as well. Haaland has to be up front, and it's going to unfortunately be Nunes at right back, Vardy at left with Akanji and possibly Stones with Ederson in goal. And ideally, he's not going to do it. But if you remember a couple of seasons ago when we won the treble, the way we switched towards the end of the season was we went a little bit more defensive. We dropped back. So when we beat you 4-1 at the Etihad, we played slightly further in our own half, let you come on to us, and we hit you on the counter 3 times. But this season, when we're slower than ever, we push up to the halfway line, and I think you're going to punish us with it, like every team does, because that's how you play against us. You wait to us push up the halfway line, counter, and I want Pep to drop back further and play more defensive, but he's not going to do it. So, yeah, that was my wish.
Yeah.
Don't know what else to say.
Yeah, there we go. Let's get obviously the big prediction, bro. I mean, I know you said you got zero confidence, but if you had to give a score prediction, I know it's always tough to predict these types of games, but what would you go with, man?
I did say 2-2 because, like I said, I think it could be chaotic with the atmosphere. I know we're not going for the league and you are, but it's still going to be a chaotic game, I think, particularly in the first 10, 15 minutes. If we score first, I think Arsenal come on and win 3-4-1. If Arsenal score first, I think it'll be 2-2. I'm hoping you score first.
There we go.
I'm scared what will happen.
Yeah, there we go. So 2-2, fair enough, man. I've gone. I think I said I did a preview yesterday. I think I went 2-1 to Arsenal. So
Nah,
yeah,
fair.
I think we'll it's going to be one of those games as it always is. But I think we'll just get the 3 points and beat you guys, especially at the Emirates as well, man. But Daniel, thank you so much for your time, my friend. If you want to quickly shout out, what content you do as well on your channel, bro.
Yeah, I just do previews, match reactions, that sort of thing. I go live with watch-alongs as well. I've been live at the stadium a few times this season too.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you want to watch live football. In fact, I've got a couple of videos from the Arsenal City game early on in the season on there as well, in my shorts and my live videos. So check them out too. Both Arsenal goals are in there. So check that out.
Yeah, make sure you guys check it out, guys. And as I said at the start, you find Daniel's channel, link top of the title. Go over there. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Listen, may the best thing win, obviously, for tomorrow, bro. And we'll see what happens, of course. Big up everyone.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. And I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you, guys.